It's also been a busy year here at home, from the fourth largest wildfire in state history to the tragic school shooting in Palermo.
Action News Now producer Emelie Cuellar took the first call in the newsroom that day, and she shares with us her experience.
Hi, I'm Emelie Cuellar, and I'm an Action News Now producer. Now, you don't see me a lot on screen, but I do work a lot behind the screens. Now, over the course of 2024, we had brought you a lot of stories to your home in our newscast. Now, one of those memorable stories is, sadly, the Feather River Adventist school shooting. Now, I was a producer for that 4 p.m. newscast on that Wednesday when I received a phone call from a viewer saying that he saw a lot of sheriff's deputies and a lot of police activity going down on Cox Lane in Palermo. And I asked him a few questions, and all he could tell me was, there's something going on and you need to send a reporter. So I made the phone calls, and I made the phone calls to the Butte County Sheriff's Department. I made the calls to the Orville Police Department. I wasn't getting the answers that we wanted until I got another viewer call. And that viewer said, hey, I think there's a school shooting happening. And my colleague Connor came into the newsroom, and I screamed at Connor, I'm like, Connor, I think there is a school shooting happening. And that's when the whole newsroom came together and brought the latest details on what was happening in that shooting, what we knew about the gunman, what we knew about what was happening with those kids to your newscast. Another memorable story that I had and I covered for you was actually the 2024 November elections. Now, that night was a little hectic because the numbers were constantly changing. Like, for example, this was my job to cover, the 2024 House election. Now, as we got those ballots and we were still on edge of what the House was leaning towards Democrat or Republican, it was constantly changing. Now you see that the map is almost completely red, but you know, the Democrats did have some hold until the Republicans took over the House. Now, it was my job changing those numbers, and it was constantly changing even up till the end of our newscast that November election night. And I hope to bring you more stories and cover more elections for you and your home.
Yeah, she did a really good job.
She's a hard worker.
Yeah, she's a hard worker. Emelie's one of our top producers. I mean, they're all great, of course, but especially election night. Yeah, that was all hands on deck that night. We were busy here.
Yeah.